Hi guys, thanks so much for stopping by. So today I will be talking about the Mizon A.C Care Solution Acence Blemish Out Pink Spot. And as you can see, I have used a lot of it. So I was having a ton of issues when it comes to blemishes. I don't know if you could even see it, but like my entire forehead is covered. This area was completely covered. And it was because of a product that I was using, and I just kind of, I don't know. I'm just gonna say that my husband got really worried because I was experimenting on it and it just got worse and worse and worse. And then he's like, I have never seen you break out this bad. Like, maybe you need to go to a doctor. So anyway, I decided to try this out, see if it works out. I've read really great things about it and different reviews, and people really love it. So it says here, spot treatment that uses a potent combination of AHAs and BHAs from citrus fruits, yellow layer, and calamine pink layer to combat blemishes and reduce inflammation. So I just shook this so you can't see it, but it does separate. That's what they're talking about. So how to use: dip a cotton swab into the pink powder, which is the bottom, and lift it through the yellow liquid. Apply only on troubled spots and let dry before going to bed. Rinse off thoroughly the next morning. So I did that, and I did other things with it. I just had to stop using it, and I will tell you why. So the first few times I used it, it worked. But then I still kept breaking out. It worked. Like, it kind of, if you've had acne or blemishes, you know how like you get something and then it kind of starts to, I don't know what the term is, age, crust, I don't know, that was gross, saying crust. That was kind of gross for me. I'm sorry. Anybody grossed out with that, I'm sorry. I grossed myself out, so I hope that helps. It kind of went away in a sense, but it also kind of looked like there was a scab. So I experimented with it. I shook it. I did different things with it. Because it kind of worked for a few days and then it didn't fall in directions. So I mixed and matched it. How I did that was like this. I would put a layer in it and you would see like the pink on me. And you never want to double dip. Never ever want to double dip, because whenever a cotton swab is touched on your skin always has bacteria. So you never want to double dip, because then you're going to contaminate your solution. And you always want to do that with like even moisturizers or any kind of skincare that's in a jar. You always want to use a fresh cotton swab or untouched cotton swab. You want to use that to scoop it out. That's what I do. And then I just use it on my face, and then you just like go. But so I did that. I did a layer, and then I'll put like my skincare. Like, I would do this, and then I use a toner, and I've also done this after a toner. I would then put that on, and then I'd put like a serum or just a moisturizer, and then after the moisturizer I'll put another layer on. But I will wait in between for it to dry, and it does take a while to dry out. And from what I've remembered, your skin soaks up stuff for like 20 minutes if you leave it there. So I've tried just letting it dry, and it can dry for like a couple minutes. I would say a few minutes it takes to dry. I would say like up to 5 minutes, depending on how bad you're putting on there. So I would do that. I wanted to make sure that it stayed there. But then when you're adding other skincare products on top of that, it looks like it got rubbed off. So that's why I wanted to make sure that it would get soaked in my skin first before I put anything else, and then I would put it afterwards. So there were times in which my skincare routine was really long, just with the waiting part of it. It was kind of like when you're putting makeup on and you gotta wait in between, in between adding the next layer and the next layer or whatever you're doing. This was great for like a week. And I kept using it. And what I've noticed is that it will kind of combat the problem that you have, and then it will come back. So you're like, for me, it felt like at a certain point, it was redundant. It just stopped working for me. I don't know why. And of course, the non-quitter that I am, I kept using it and using it and using it until I'm like, you know what? I've done every single kind of experiment with this. I followed directions. I've experimented in my own way. I've even applied it during the day. And it was my husband was at work, so he didn't get to see my face all pink and weird, and I didn't have to go anywhere. So I'm like, I'm just gonna experiment. What the effect of it is it does kind of dry your skin a little bit. If you have dry skin, which I do have dry skin. I have normal skin now, but I sometimes, depending on the weather, depending on what's going on, it can be kind of dry. And sometimes a very oily skin can make you break out, and sometimes a very dry skin can make you break out, because your skin is the balance. So I just wanted to make sure it wasn't getting worse by like other parts of my face would break out too. So it was always just like this area right here, and then this area right here. And that's where I would apply it. Do I recommend this? For me, it didn't work. I have very sensitive skin. I have normal to, depending on the season, this part here is oily, and then the rest is like normal combination. And on the drier seasons, my whole face is dry, and this is slightly oily, so it's not like one thing. In like the warmer months, this part too, like basically here, and here is oily in the like spring, summer kind of situation. In the colder months, that's when it's more drier, but here and here is kind of slightly oily, but here is still kind of medium oily, and this would be kind of the least amount of oiliness out of all of them, and then the rest would be kind of dry. I've tried this in different seasons, and it just, I don't think blemishes kind of work with, I don't think it depends on the season. But my point is that in the drier months, it was kind of hard for me because my face was starting to, I have the kind of skin that if I don't moisturize, I can break out, or it can be really itchy for me because my skin is super tight and things like that. So in the drier months, I actually did more of putting my skincare first and then applying this after. And I actually did very, very liberally because I wanted to make sure it was right there. So I also did the before, and then I would do the rest of my skincare, and then I would apply it again just for like a double, I guess. I would say though, every time I switch the routine from how to use into my experimentation, the first few times I would do it, it would work really well. And then for whatever reason, I think my skin got used to it and it won't work anymore, and I would break out even worse. So I don't recommend this at all. I would give this a 1 out of 5 stars. It's just not for me. And when I did get this, when you see the picture of it where you get it, and I will link down below where you can get it, but and there's a coupon there too for anybody who wants to use that. I try as much as possible to get you guys discounts, so that I mean, that's because I like getting discounts, so I always share that with you guys. But anyway, from what I saw in like the pictures before I bought it, there's a ton of yellow, but when I did get this though, it wasn't really that much yellow. There was a lot more of the pink in the bottom. I don't know if it was just my bottle, but I'm just letting you guys know that, because when you do get it and you might be like, well, the picture where I got it, it's got more yellow than the pink. Why is that? Mine was like that too. And It was fresh out of the box. There was no seal tampering or anything like that. I think it's one of those things, like it looks really great on the menu, but then when you get it, it doesn't really look like 100%. I think that's just what it was. Initially though, I would just like to say that I really, really loved the product in the beginning, but it just didn't work for my skin in the long run, because obviously I'm not going to use it the one time. I was going to use it until everything was gone, and that just didn't happen. And I'm sure I'm not the only one there that had like one breakout, one blemish, one acne, one pimple. And if you did only have like the one, maybe it works better with you, but it didn't work better with me. The skincare that I did use, I did change it up, and it was the reaction of my skin was the same. So it didn't matter what kind of skincare I was using, it was still the same. If you guys have other blemish products that you want me to try out, let me know down in the comment section. All my social media accounts are in the description section, so I hope we can connect. Also, there have been a ton of like blemish or pimple or acne products that I have used before, and for whatever reason, this was actually the best that I've ever used, but it still didn't treat it. And I feel like a lot of these products, I don't know, like I haven't really used one that really worked 100% for me. And I'm sure a lot of people have went through the same thing, but then, you know, your face is the first thing people see. So you don't want to have like a blemish or a pimple, and it's embarrassing. So yeah, I mean, I would still recommend for you to try it out, because everybody's skin is uniquely different, and everybody's environment is different, and your diet is different, your body is different, and your hormones are different. I've had people come up to me and tell me, why don't you just use a scrub to get your skin better and exfoliate? Well, I've had bad reactions to a scrub in which I got a staph infection, so I'm kind of very hesitant in using scrubs now because of that. Having a staph infection is no joke. It is very, very dangerous, and it's very contagious, and it's just very dangerous, and it's it can be very painful and uncomfortable. So that's why. If you guys have, if you guys have any suggestions, anything in regards to skincare products that you think I should try out, let me know down in the comment section, and I'll try to fit it into what I can do. There were some people that were asking me on like skincare routines for a certain age, and I'm not already in that age. I have been trying really to find somebody that would try to do that. I still haven't found anybody that could do that and test it out for me, so I apologize for that. This was for somebody that was like a teen, like a 12 to 16, I think, age range, and I'm not there anymore, so I apologize for that. And I can't in good conscience suggest products that I can't personally test right now, because I'm not between 12 to 16 anymore. Again, anything else you want to talk about, you want to talk about this product, let me know down below in the comment section. Don't worry, my husband's with my son, so don't worry about that. But I'll go check it out now. Thank you guys so much for the beautiful words, the kind words, everything. I love hearing from you guys all the time, so do let me know in the comment section in regards to this product, and I gotta go. Thanks guys, I'll see you guys again next time. Bye.